Hello, and thank you for listening to this episode of the Moore's October Rants. Today I wanted to make another short rant, and it's going to be about misinformation and how the media likes to stir up things. And, there's so much information on the internet that people read, and a lot of it is not real. And it's something that has come to be a huge problem when it comes to how we access information because, a lot of information, like I said, is not true, and people like to buy into this information, and then, it gives them a certain perspective of the world that's not actually true. And a lot of it is so accessible that, you can go on the internet, you can read a few articles, and then you can completely change your mindset of a problem or a situation, when a lot of this information that we read and deem to be true, it's not even actually verified. A lot of it is just a bunch of noise on the internet, and we think that it's true, but a lot of it's not true, and it can be really damaging to the way people see the world. And it's just, there's so many lies when it comes to, free information and people typing and having their own opinions about stuff. And, people will tell you stuff that they saw online, and people are so quick to believe everything. And it's a problem in our society. I really don't trust anything I see online, to be honest with you. There's always, a lot more sides to the story than what the internet wants to tell you. And, a lot of it is opinion. People will take certain parts of an article and they'll, come up with their own opinion about it. And they won't really, tell you the facts of the situation. Or, and they've done studies and they've proven that people will read the headline of an article, and if they don't like what it says, they will not read it. People just base stuff off of the headline and the title and stuff. And, someone said that, if you read the article and then you read the absolute end of the article, they'll put the truth in it, but they make you read a bunch of other stuff, and it's weird. They put the truth in the article at the very end, but people don't like to read to the end of stuff. They just like to get all emotional and stop reading things, and they don't actually read the entire article. Donald Trump says he owns a winery in South Carolina, headline, and then, you go to the end of the article, very end, and it says, he used to own a winery, but he had to give it up for legal reasons or whatever, and he gave it to his son-in-law. It's just people don't, really read before they judge or talk about things. And it's really annoying, especially when you're talking to people about information, and a lot of the stuff they get is lies, and they don't actually read what's being said. And, there's so much information on the internet. And it's I think I said it already, it's not regulated. A lot of it is just user generated, and it can be really dangerous because some people take this as fact. And, a lot of it's not fact, and it's really scary how misinformation can really control things. And, the media likes to stir things up, like I said, and they like to really get us fighting with each other. And, that's what they did during the George Floyd protests, and, all the media during that period of time. They like to put people against each other and keep us fighting with one another. And I think that was calculated, and I think that they knew what they were doing. So it's really dangerous when you really think about it, how powerful the media really is and all the fake information they put out there. And, it's something that gets clicks. It's something that gets money. And, they want to keep us fighting with each other so they can go to the bank and take all the fucking money, like George Carlin would say. And I do tend to quote George Carlin a lot because a lot of the stuff he says I like and agree with. So, yeah, it's been great making this rant because, misinformation is something that we all deal with. And, there's so much stuff on like social media and so many videos and TikTok. And a lot of people get their news from TikTok, which is really sad. Like, it's funny. Me and my friend were on TikTok together and he was scrolling and, I saw a video on his screen and it said, Sylvester Stallone has died last night of a stroke in this video, and he's not even dead. And then I looked at other ones, and I saw one for Eminem, said that he died in December. The video was made in December of 2023, and it said he was dead, and like he didn't die. Like, this is all fake information. Like, these are fake videos, and I just don't understand it. Some people think this shit's real until they actually do a Google search and find out that none of these people actually died. But, it's gotten so out of hand, and I just don't understand why people fall for a lot of this stuff, and, it's so dangerous, and you have to be really careful of this stuff. That's why I really like to validate and try to get the facts of the information I'm looking at. If I'm looking at a news story, I'll go on to multiple different news sources that are talking about it, and I'll try to make sure there's no, like, public opinion about it, and make sure they're not, like, twisting the narrative, because news loves to twist the narrative. So I'll look at different sources that are talking about the same thing and see if there's any different information, and I'll come up with a conclusion for myself, But I'm trying to be really careful when it comes to information because, it's well distributed and it's well manipulated, and, I'm trying to stay clear of the manipulation, and, I have a pretty good sense of who I am and my beliefs, so I'm confident that, that won't really work on me. But, people just believe everything, like sexual assault allegations online, they'll just believe it and not actually look at the facts. But anyways, that's it for now. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll make more videos soon. This is the Mars October Rant signing out. Have a good one.